Think with a purpose topic, we got the law of the chain, the law of the chain. So we have a few different think with a purpose topics that have the word law in them, which basically means it's always going to be a thing. This is something that's been proven by science and research over years and years and years and years, the law of the chain. So what does the law of the chain mean, right? We have a little math equation to start. 10 times 10 times 10 times 10 times 10, that's 5 tens, equals 100,000, right? 10 times 10 times 10 times 10 times 5 equals 50,000. Literally half the total, right? Just because one of those 10s only gave a 5. So think of this law of the chain, right? A chain is a series of independent links working together to produce great strength. A secure chain is united. It has a common purpose, and every individual link fulfills their role and responsibility. A team is not measured by its best people. A team's true strength is measured by its weakest link. We've heard the phrase before, right? But let's go a little bit deeper. So the links in the chain, if one link in the chain is weak, potentially the entire chain is limited, right? How a chain actually works, there's a bunch of these links, right? And if one of those is weak, the entire chain's potential is limited, right? The strongest link is the one who best fulfills their individual role, not who is the most talented on the court in the field. I need you to hear that again. The strongest link is the one who best fulfills their individual role, not the most talented on the court in the field. Could it be the same person? Maybe. But the strongest one is the one who best fulfills their individual role. The weakest links are those who embrace mediocrity and do not embrace the team vision. If your individual role is to be the 8th person off the bench to come in for 30 seconds per game and just get in their starting point guard's face, do that to the absolute best of your ability. Absolutely embrace that. If you're the cheerleader on the bench, cheer your tail off, right? If you're the person in practice that has to push the starters, push them as hard as you can. Right? Fulfill your individual role. Does that mean you can't want more for yourself? No, of course not. I can want to be that starter 100%. I can work towards being that starter. I can work my tail off in practice every single day to try to get that job, to try to get that promotion at work, right? Of course I can. But I'm going to best fulfill my individual role. Sometimes we get so focused on getting up here that we're not doing what we need to do down here with our current individual role. So that's the strongest link is the one who best fulfills their individual role. How do we do this? We build the chain. A weak link is okay with being okay. A weak chain is okay with weak links. A weak link is okay with being okay. A weak chain is okay with weak links. We have to increase teamwork, strengthen your teammates, develop yourself, raise the level of the entire team. Don't call out individual weaknesses. If I got buddies who aren't showing up to training, we got to get them to training. We have to. Right? I'm not going to call out individual weaknesses. I'm not going to say, Johnny, you suck, get here. Susie, come on, you're being a terrible teammate, get here. But I'm going to encourage them. I'm motivating them. Hey, can I pick you up? Is there anything I can do to get you to training? I want you to be here with the team. We're working our tails off together. What can we do to get you to come to training? Can you make it twice a week? I know you can't make it 3 times a week. You got that band thing, but like, can you get here twice a week? Help them out, right? But sometimes we're so scared of confrontation. And when we're doing that, we're being okay with weak links in the chain. We're being okay with it, which is accepting mediocrity, which is something that we don't do here at Be Relentless, right? Remember to see the big picture, understand how important your individual role is to the potential of that chain. What are you doing when nobody's watching, right? You might not be the starter. You might not be the captain. You might not be the leader, right? But who's the one who's going to take on the role and best fulfill the individual role of that off-season leader? The one who works, the one who leads by example every single time, the one who's never going to do the tempo wrong, the one who's always going to be there early, do the warm-up in the best way possible. Who's going to fulfill that role? Could it be you? Maybe, if you choose to, right? Align who you are with who you want to be. That math equation at the top where we took 5 tens and it equaled 100,000. We took 4 tens and 1 5, it equaled 50,000, right? If you have 5 players on your team, they're all given a 10 out of 10 effort, 100,000 points. We have 4 players given a 10, 1 player given a 5, cuts our team total in half, right? The law of the chain, think with a purpose.